So let's have a look also at the effects that we can add here to our instruments and the program settings. So for that we click here on effects, and there are a couple of presets to choose from. First of all, that you have here available, as you can see, from small rooms to halls here to some of the EQ settings and choruses. So you have actually a variety of things to choose, and some even special effects. There have two presets for that. Now there is a parametric EQ here, as you can see, where you can actually do the basic settings for your low, here region, and your highs. So, and set the basic gain and here the frequency and the bandwidth that is affected. Now you also have the option to turn on here the chorus at the bottom and add some ambient sound here, where you also have here a room type to choose from. Now I will just go and use here as a demonstration this Bösendorfer 290 grand and add some effect presets, and then we also show you some of the ambiences and things to change here. Now actually this is set to the jazz club, so if I play this now, let's change this here now, and let's go to the Bösendorfer studio here and use this one. A slight difference here I can see. Let's try here. You can also use the ones that for Yamaha was set here, so it doesn't matter. You can do that too. They have just done their presets for their own preferences. I can have a dry studio one. Let's do this one now. So you can hear in a dry setting there's usually no reverb attached, so you have the option to add this later on and create or use some of the other plugins or things that you want to apply here. Now there are a couple other ones here. I just show you a few here. Studio Space. Let's try this one here. So that is a Studio Space setting here. And let's try the warm room as well. So yeah, these are some of the presets here for the small rooms. Now let's have a look at the halls actually. So let's do really a hall effect here. Let's add this one. So you can hear like everything is a longer reverb hall. It's more dominant and present. So you will hear there's more presence here if you're using a hall effect. There are a couple of different ones here as well. Now let's try to seem to be an effect here. Yeah, so it's not too much of an extreme here of an effect. It's actually nice. Let's try also the small chapel. So you get the basic idea here. So you can choose from all of these presets here. Now let's have a look at this special effects section as well. So you can see it's a long really reverb at the end here. This might be good also for film scoring, something more dreamy and creates a lot of atmosphere actually. Let's try the chorus as well. It's actually nice. These are not too extreme effects, so they still can be actually used as a preset here. You're not getting really something for sound designs. They still in a decent level, I have to say here. to be used. And you also have like EQ timbres to set here. So let's give it a try here, like the rock clap here. So creating this rock effect here, probably less reverb here and cutting things shorter. It has a lot of effect here on this ones here, and so you can actually characterize even your Bösendorf or other instruments to make them more useful here for some kind of rock pop music and things like that with just these settings here. Now there are also choruses here. Let's just try one of these here. So that's also nice here. So whenever you actually want to create your own one, you just use a good bass here. For that, might be really good to use maybe a dry studio setting here and start from here. So if we see here, we don't have a lot of ambience. Now we can actually say we want to have this in a concert hall and bring size here up. So also the mix level between wet and dry, so you can hear. So you want to create this in a way that it is not noticeable so much. I think the key and secret really of all this is to just improve the sound overall, but not necessarily make it noticeable that there's so much of a reverb or effect attached to it that probably creates more realism than overdoing it, unless you want to do sound design or use this specifically for a composition or something where you need that. Yeah, so with that you can actually start shaping your sound, and you can turn on and off here the EQ, and actually let's change some of these values quickly here. As you see, there's the gain here from the lower side. If I want to bring the lower side down, so you see it starts really as getting interesting here in the middle. Before there you will notice this, and here you can set what kind of frequencies actually here, affected mode. And so you can create and shape your own things here. So this way you have your own settings here, and when you like them you can click here again on more, and here actually on save first and save as here, and then you can choose them here as well. So I just like saved them my effects preset. Now you can see I have this here in my user settings here as well, and I can always go whenever I like them. I go back here to my settings and I select from there. That's pretty much here about the effects panel. By the way, here on all of these settings you also have always this MIDI trigger, so whenever I press the pedal or hit a key it will indicate me that there's a signal coming in. I think you noticed this maybe before, but it's also there and gives you an idea that it's your MIDI working or not.